Hey, I'm going to make a little video to the city officials, the health department, and city office, and the mayor. You know, if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm sure you're sick of hearing my voice, seeing my face, and knowing my opinions. But, gotta continually say, when are you going to start giving people citations for not wearing face coverings? It is out of friggin' control. You know, I just came from the zoo, and thank you for letting the zoo open. I've been there 3 days this week. Every day was fine. Only saw a couple of people abusing the rules. Excuse me, I had an itch because I had the mask on the whole time because I follow the fucking rules. But anyway, and as soon as I told these people you had to put a mask on, they put it on. But anyway, as soon as I come out, here I am, onslaught of people not following the rules. You know, they don't even follow the social distancing rules. The one lady that just came out now rubbed right up against me. I mean, like, and we're on, like, a sidewalk that's, what is that, 10 feet, 12 feet across? I mean, that's just bullshit. These people need to know the rules. I don't understand, like, if it's complete, like, anarchy where people just don't want, they're just rebelling, or if it's just purely a self-entitled thing, or have people not gotten the latest memos on what they're supposed to do. But, you know, some people don't go on social media. So people on the news, there needs to be some PSA by like the health department people, the mayor, somebody, and it needs to run on every local news channel at every single, what do you call them? Broadcast. Sorry, I'm so irritated by the whole non-masker thing. I thought once the zoo opened and I was able to go back to the zoo and this no maskers didn't represent me not being able to go to the zoo, that I might chill out a bit about it. No, because you know, every time I turn on the news radio while I'm in the car, all I hear is, oh, it's surging here, surging there, the most cases ever. It's like, you know, this is never, sorry, I'm like spinning because I'm pissed off. You know, it's never going to end. You need to start cracking down on people. What is it going to take? You know, I don't want to be in this forever. You know, I actually like wearing the mask, like in the stores and stuff, because like I always didn't like people coming around the corner and coughing right in my face. I don't personally like people rubbing up against me and coming in like a personal space situation. I think everybody should be allowed to have at least a foot or two around them, regardless of whether we're in COVID or not. But, you know, now it's like, I'm just exhausted. It's like 4 months now, and people are getting worse and worse. Every time I leave the house, it's the majority of the people do not have masks. And the amount of people who aren't wearing masks is increasing daily, along with the COVID cases. So I don't know what it's going to take, you know? Like, why can't we have citations for these people? Why do we not have police, like, around just, like, at least making an example of some people? You know, take for instance Golden Gate Park. This is where I spend most of my time on the West End. So if you just stuck somebody in Golden Gate Park, a couple of patrolmen, the rangers, whoever the hell it is, and you just started citing people, you know, word would get out because they'd make a media situation out of it. And then maybe we would have people behaving better, and we could get through this thing a lot quicker. We're going to never get over this thing because nobody wants to, you know, make the hard decisions about like citing people. You know, it's not right that there's people doing the right thing and then these other people who are doing the wrong thing. And I've said this before on my videos, you know, if people want to do the wrong thing, whatever, they're playing roulette wheel with their health. But you know what? In addition to that, it's fucking making this go on forever, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of like not, you know, if everybody was doing the right thing and we were still having these problems, then, you know, what are you going to do? But we're having these problems and you still see people not doing the right thing, so you have to make a connection with people not doing the right thing and these surges. Please, somebody make a decision to start citing people. I mean, good Lord, doesn't the city need some money by giving people tickets? You know, I just came from the zoo, which if you watch my videos, excuse me, you know, that was the place I was most concerned about going back to, because like I go there a lot. It's good for my mental health, whatever. And that's where I get my exercise, see all the zoo animals, everything's cool. But you know what? On top of that, the zoo could use some money. So as part of the park and rec, why don't you sit somebody in the park like I suggested a few minutes ago, have them do a beta run of, I did quotes, did you see that? Anyway, a beta run of, which means test, of giving out citations and do it in the park. And then if the city don't want that money, give it to the park and rec so they can give it to the zoo, because the zoo needs the money. And if they don't want to just outright give it to the zoo, they want to keep it in the park and rec. You know what the zoo can need, which you'll see another video later on. The zoo needs a damn new fence in part of the outside area. It's all broken down, which you'll see. It's all broken down. It's got dig holes from coyotes trying to get in it. It just looks a shambles. And this is a rich city, and this is a city that we should be proud of, and the zoo should be a place to be proud of. And right now, it's having tough times. They've had tough times before this, but now they really are having tough times. And my priority is that the animals are doing well, and there's money to make sure that the animals are cared for. But if the park and rec is going to, which they're doing, build a brand new fence all the way down Lincoln, they sure always make sure that they look good, the park and rec. Well, the zoo is part of the park and rec for now. It should be its own entity and get more money. But, if they can build a new fence out there during this time, they got extra funds to do that, they need to kick over some over here to the zoo. They ought to come out and look at the barrier fence around the zoo. Anyway, that'll be a whole different story. Right now, but I got off on a tangent. Right now, because I'm talking about the money you can get by citing people in the park. Give it to the zoo, because they're part of the park and rec. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. I'm sure you get the message. You need to start citing these people, because I don't want to keep going on week after week after week. It's actually day after day after day, seeing all these assholes not wearing masks. Look, is she got a mask on? No. She ain't got no mask on, this one here. She ain't got jogging by. She ain't even got any shit around her neck where she can pull it up if she passed somebody. This is insane. Fix it. Start giving people citations. I'm getting pissed. I don't want to fucking live in this forever because these people can't follow the damn rules for whatever the hell reason they can't follow them. Crack down. My God, come on.